Hello students, this is SriRam Shastri. I once again welcome you back to this video session where we are going to continue with the environmental pollution topic in your environmental studies. So today we are going to start with the first part. Yesterday I had discussed about the major events that have caused a lot of pollution all over the world. So today we'll take bit by bit the session on air pollution, then we'll continue with the water pollution and all. So presently this video is about air pollution. So as you can see on the board, the air pollution or air pollutants, the major air pollutants what you can see in this particular world are basically particulate matter. There are first is particulate matter, second one is gaseous pollutants, right? So particulate matter is the solid matter whose size generally is larger. It can be divided into two parts. Particulate matter can be divided into two parts as suspended particulate matter and dust fall. The size is different in both of them. The size of suspended particulate matter is smaller than 10 microns. So because they are smaller and lighter, they usually remain into the air and they can enter into deepest part of your lungs, causing severe respiratory problems. Whereas this part, dust fall, is larger. The size of the molecules is larger than 10 microns. It is smaller than 10 microns. This is very important difference. Okay. So smaller than 10 microns, so remain suspended into the air. They don't settle down. The time period taken for settling of these particles into the from the atmosphere onto the soil or surfaces is very less, because of the air currents will be moving, and because of that usually it is spread into the air, and generally it has been consumed by inhalation. When you inhale the air inside your lungs, these suspended particulate matters, there are heavy chances that they enter into your lungs and they get deposited there and they cause severe respiratory problems. Okay. Whereas there is less understood about the dust fall. Dust fall, because they are heavier in size, they usually easily get settled down on the surface and they cause less hazardous effects on human beings. I don't say that they don't cause any hazardous effects, but comparative to suspended particulate matter, they cause less hazard or less harm to human beings and other animals. Second part, if you talk about examples under suspended particulate matter, both you can take soot molecules here. The vehicular soot dust, which is very minute and fine particles, and the dust which comes from the crushing industries and all. People who are in close contact with that, they get problem, but people who are not so much in close in contact, they don't get so much problem. Dust which arises from the soil is not so harmful compared to the dust which arises from the vehicles, industries, smoke, etc. Clear? Coming to the gaseous pollutants, here you can take numerous examples of gaseous pollutants. Presently you can talk some of the examples here, like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, nitrous oxides like nitrogen dioxide and nitric oxide. These all chemicals, these all gases which are released from the industrial combustions or industrial effects, they are released generally from the industries itself. They cause a major effect on the environment. They can cause greenhouse effect, they can raise the temperature of earth, that is global warming, greenhouse effect, and also the sulfur oxides and nitrous oxides, they result in a combination with the water, they can also form acid rains. Okay, so they are hazardous for health. Carbon monoxide, it's one of the toxic gas which generally converts, it generally is unknown to us. That means we cannot detect this gas and it can kill the people who inhale it immediately. Also with that, you can add few more gases to it, like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur oxides and nitrous oxides. You can add also other gases which also cause, like hydrogen sulfide is there. You know, hydrogen sulfide is released from the decomposing matter, usually from the drainages or gas chambers. So they are also usually harmful, but comparative to them, these are less harmful. Even ozone, which is formed at the troposphere level, is also very harmful for humans as well as plants. So excess oxygen, excess ozone in the environment which is not in stratosphere can be hazardous to the cells of living organisms. Second set of gases, what you can see, they are chemical gases. Okay, so So these are the second set of gases like PAH, benzopyrene, DDT, CFCs and peroxyacetyl nitrate. Okay, so peroxyacetyl nitrate, chlorofluorocarbons, DDTs, benzopyrenes and polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons. These chemicals which are released again from the industries generally have a severe effect. These combinations of gases generally are released from automobiles, and industrial gases, when they are released into the air, they form a condition called as smog. When the smog is undergoing certain reactions with the help of sunlight, then that particular set of reactions is called as photochemical smog. Photochemical smog is found by, as I already said it in the last class, right? So that is smoke plus fog is smog. Along with that, if sunlight is present, there are certain unwanted reactions which can occur, resulting in production of very highly toxic chemical substances, which generally are very hazardous, very harmful for the living cells, including all types of organisms, we can say. So to control the air pollution, usually in India, we have a Prevention of Air Pollution Act, like Prevention and Control of Air Pollution Act, which was enacted in 1981 for the control over the pollution of certain variety of gases which are released from automobiles, which are released from industries, and they are very harmful for the environment and the living organisms. So remember the act which has been passed, in which year the act is passed. Here on the board you can see, okay, it's in 1981. What is photochemical smog and what kind of chemicals do react in that? What are the gaseous pollutants which can cause global warming, greenhouse effect and other respiratory problems? Suspended particulate matter, dust fall, what is their size, and certain examples for set of that. So this is about the air pollution, and in the next video session we'll continue with the water pollution in detail. Thank you.